Hey YouTube, I'm here this time with my first installment of my KonMari method, and if you're wondering what this horrifying thing is, this is a pile of every single piece of clothing that I own. So according to Marie Kondo, Marie Kondo of the KonMari method. According to Marie Kondo, the first thing you should start with is your clothing, because in theory it's what you are least attached to out of your belongings, and I could see that for sure. So what she says you should do is take out every single piece of clothing you have. So I have coats, like I really love this red trench coat up top. So that's coats, that's, skirts, pants, shirts, whatever. And if you store them in different places, like if you store them seasonally or you have a coat closet or whatever, you need to bring every single item in your living space and all put it into like one pile. So the notion behind that is, so again, you're not moving from room to room, rather category by category, but also you can see kind of the gravity of what you're dealing with. So because of my unique circumstances of having moved abroad and I didn't pay a shipping company, I moved all of this myself through many airports. I personally am not surprised by the size of the pile of my stuff, because I've seen a pile of all my stuff before, like quasi-recently, so about 9 months ago I moved to Australia. So yeah, I'm not especially horrified by this, but if you are not in my situation, if you're not used to seeing everything you own together at one time and really seeing the gravity of what you have, then this will probably actually be pretty shocking to you, and that will help you really get a sense of how much stuff you truly own. So I already did all of my undergarments, so bras, underwear, whatever, so I'm going to leave that to your imagination, because I really didn't want to put that on the internet. So I've done that. I've gotten rid of quite a few things already, and while the KonMari method tells you to decide what brings you joy, so what do you keep that brings you joy rather than what are you discarding, it seems like a very odd notion in the beginning, but from what I've done already, it's very much so like flexing a muscle. So it might feel a little bit weird in the beginning, but trust me, you'll probably be good at it in the end. So I'm going to start with this, and you'll see exactly what my method is, how I'm doing this, and what the end result will look like. So I'll go ahead and get started. I have a couple items that I'm actually going to try on and just see how they fit. So since I have moved to Australia, I actually go to the gym almost every day. So while I've always been thin, just the shape of like certain parts of my body is just changing as a result of my weight training. So I've noticed that I actually discarded quite a few dresses because they just don't fit the way that they need to anymore. I'm trying on a lot of my work pants I haven't worn in quite a while just because I haven't taught since May, which feels like a really long time. So yeah, I'm just going to be trying a couple things on. As you saw in the video, I held every single item, and the reason why I did that is because Marie Kondo says that you need to hold up every single item off of the hanger and ask yourself, does this item spark joy? And if it does, keep, and if not, just discard. So I'm actually kind of surprised by some of the items I've chosen to discard, but yeah, they're just not sparking joy anymore, and I have already more than what I need, so I'm ready to let those things go. Okay, I finished my discarding and keeping, and I just want to show you what I ended up with. So this is my wardrobe. So as you can see, it's really, I mean, relatively speaking, it's not that big. It's kind of what you would expect, quite frankly, from a one bedroom in a large city. If you live in one of those, you know what I mean. So yeah, this is kind of like the left side of our wardrobe. So up top, I've got linens. I'm actually going to do a separate video of that later. Below, I have skirts and accessories. Underneath that, I've got undergarments, gym wear, and PJs. I actually wound up clearing out a shelf right here. I haven't decided what I want to do with it, but that shelf is empty now. Below that, I have pants, shorts, capris, leggings, and then in the box next to it is actually where I keep all my belts, which I'll be going through with my accessories. And then below that is actually high heels, and in that bag is where I actually keep my stuff from my empties videos. So yeah, that is the left side of my wardrobe. And in this main part, the right side is my boyfriend, so I didn't touch that. And Marie Kondo says to not declutter on behalf of other people. Like, if you're trying to declutter someone else's things, definitely make sure that they're part of the process. So he actually doesn't have, like, a whole lot of stuff. It's, at least not, like, relatively speaking. So I'm not too fussed about how much stuff he has. But, yeah, this is it. So this actually doesn't look much different than, how I started it, if you kind of look at it very generally, but there's a lot more space in between the hangers, and I feel happy about what I've got going on. So I've talked about the fact that I'm really not a minimalist, and you can see that in two ways. Number one, I still have a lot of stuff, but also number two, I don't feel like I need to have a wardrobe that's a capsule wardrobe where I have basically like neutrals and that's it. As far as I'm concerned, you know, I really like the red shirts that I decided to keep and decided that brought me joy. And I like this yellow shirt because I like to wear it to work, and, you know, all kinds of stuff. I wear lots of blue because I graduated from KU and, you know, whatever. So yeah, I still have a lot of that. I don't really subscribe to this mentality that minimalism or decluttering means you need to wear neutrals. I feel like it just doesn't need to depend on that kind of thing. So, yeah, that's what I've got left. And then down below, in the left side, as you can see, that's where I keep all my shoes that are, like, flat-soled, I guess I would say. And like I said, I'll be going through those next. And then beside that is outerwear, hoodies, robes, that kind of thing. So, I've mentioned before that I will talk about the times when I stray from the KonMari method, and with my clothing is one of those times when I stray. So Marie Kondo's method, if you read about it, will tell you that you should align your hung clothing in a way where you start on the left with what is longest, what is heaviest, etc., and then go up to the right because visually it makes you happier. However, I like the way that I have it already. You can see that it's actually in rainbow order. I like doing that, and I've been doing it for years. It just makes it easier for me to find things, especially in the mornings when I'm getting ready for work. And yeah, I just kind of prefer that style. However, yeah, like I said, I just wanted to make it clear and add a disclaimer whenever I specifically stray from the KonMari method. And Marie Kondo also says that you should hang as little as you can because it offends the clothes. However, I prefer to have a closet where I can really see everything right there. And I don't have so much that I can't reasonably do that. So unfortunately my clothes will just need to be offended because I hang up everything that I wear out in public, if that makes sense. So basically the only things that I actually fold in terms of like shirts and stuff is what I would wear to bed or what I would wear to the gym. So yeah, like if I would be willing to go out in public in like any one of these given shirts, then I'm gonna hang it right here because that's just what I do. So like I said, for the most part, I followed the method in terms of discarding and keeping, but for the most part, I don't really follow it in terms of hanging things up. So I did do some KonMari folding. I'm not going to show you that, so instead I'll just provide a link below. But yeah, that is my KonMari'd wardrobe. That is every single piece of clothing that I own. I actually got rid of more than 50 items, so that was really exciting. And I got rid of a ton of hangers too. So if you're interested in this process, like I said, I'm going to be doing shoes and accessories next. So definitely make sure that you stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Instagram at Yellow Brick Expat, same way it's spelled here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!